All right, what is up, guys? We got a shed talk today. I don't think I've done a shed talk in about a week, maybe. But today I want to talk about how I've been feeling recently. And if you've been watching the last five or so videos, you'll see I was maybe not as happy, or I didn't seem as motivated, or maybe I was just kind of like not in the same energy. Not in the worst way ever, but just wasn't. And yeah, and I feel like I've come to some realizations over the past few days. And also, I did some things over the past few days that I haven't done before. So let's talk about that as well. Let's talk about a lot of things. I have a lot of things to talk about in this video. It's going to be a nice, reflective video on how I've been feeling, some realizations I've had, and what you guys can take away from it, right? So in my whole pursuit of this personal brand thing, there's many aspects of it. The way I view it is like all these things shooting out from one central spot, right? I want to make money. Of course, I want to make money. I want to help people. Right? I want to get views and follows. But I also want my videos to be authentic and good. And I also want to be happy with who I am. And I also don't want to feel too burnt out. But at the same time, I don't want to not have to work hard. And all these things, right? And there's lots of different ways to look at the pursuit of whatever your goal is, right? And for me, it's impact, it's money, and it's like actually getting it going. Because like, to be honest with you, I finished my degree in 6 months, and I don't particularly want to go and work for someone else in the financial industry. So I really want to get this whole personal brand thing going so that I can have my own business, right? And make my own money. But if I focus so much on making the money and just focusing on getting views and getting followers, well, then I'm going to get burnt out because I'm not actually like filling the loop. I'm not actually like giving myself energy, because at the end of the day, the way you give energy is by helping other people and having a positive impact on people. And I think seeing that positive impact on people is the most fulfilling part. So I've been coaching people for free now for about a week, about a week. And I just had my first check-in calls this week. And nothing crazy. Like, there's not like they have had some crazy transformations yet. But just the process of like connecting with other people and talking to them and seeing how their day's been going, just like socializing. Like, I feel like I've been a bit of a monk recently. Like, I've just been posting on social media. Like, obviously I've been talking heaps and posting on social media, but I've been very much like just going out on the weekends, like kind of like not having any deep, meaningful chats with anyone, just because I've been working so hard on trying to get everything going, which is fine. But yeah, I just feel like I've been missing that. And it's really good to have those coaching calls where I'm just like talking to people and actually connecting with them. And I feel like, as much as I'm coaching them, they're also helping me. Like, we're just talking about how our week's been, like how we're feeling, and like bouncing ideas off each other. And I thought it was really nice. But that's the thing. I get in these two minds, right? There's two minds about me. There's like locked in and there's geeking, right? Like the meme. But like really though, I get one mindset where I'm like, all right, fuck everything, like shut up. Like, I have to go, I have to work, I have to get this done, I have to go action. And then the other half of me that's like, chill down, like slow down, like just relax, like enjoy it, like enjoy the process, right? And it's like you're trying to choose between two, right? It's like, well, you're trying to choose one between the two. It's like, if I'm really locked in, then I'm locked in and I'm scared of like going chill. And if I'm chill, I'm like, I don't want to lock in or whatever. And they're like two halves. But I'm starting to realize that they like feed into each other, right? So in my experience, in terms of action and output and working, it has to just be lock in. Like, there is no like formula to taking action. There's no like secret method or some way you can think about it in terms of doing something. Like, for example, today I went to Macquarie Uni, which is the uni I go to study there, and I walked down the middle of the uni because that's how I get to my classroom. And so I parked my car where I would normally park it, and then I have to walk down the middle of my uni to get to my class. And last week when I went to maths class, I was talking to my friend in maths class, and I was like, bro, like ideally I get to the point where like, I can just shoot a reel like while I'm walking down the middle of uni while there's heaps of people there, right? Wouldn't that be great? Like, that's the point I want to get to. And then this week I was like, well, fuck it. Like, let's do it, right? So I drove my car, I parked up, and I posted on my story. I was like, all right, guys, like, I'm going to fucking do this. And I was super scared. And I was super scared. I was really scared. Even like, I had a shower before I went to uni because I'd been to the gym, and I was just sitting in the shower, like biting my nails, like stressing, like, oh fuck, like there's no way I'm gonna like film this reel like while all these people are walking, like, because I would be like going like this and there'd be people walking around, right? Anyway, I went into the uni, I walked up the middle of the walkway, and I did it. There wasn't that many people there that day, to be honest. It wasn't that busy, but there was still like good like 10 people like walking around me and like watching me, or not watching me, but like they could have seen that I was there, right? And yeah, and there's no secret formula to that. There's no like, okay, like you need to love yourself or like whatever. Like you need to just like take the action. Like you're gonna be scared to take whatever the action is, or you're not gonna be in the mood to take the action. But you have to do just whatever it takes to take that action. However you have to think in your mind, just get the action out because you need to get the action out. And there's the same thing with me when I went to the gym this morning. Like I did not want to work out this morning. I will tell you, I did not want to work out. I woke up, I had a bit of a sore throat. I was feeling tired. I've only been getting like 6 hours of sleep for the last like week or so. That probably also isn't contributing to my motivation, right? But anyway, I was just feeling kind of sick and tired. And I started working out. I was like, oh, this is so bad. And I've only been listening to classical music for the last like 3 or 4 days or so. And but I broke my streak. I was like, I have to listen to like something more motivated. Like otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to work out. And I just like went into this like demon lock-in mode. Like I just put on these songs like that I haven't listened to in so long that I used to listen to when I was working at KFC, just like grinding like 40-hour weeks when I was like 15. And I just like went into that mindset and I was like, all right, I gotta get this session in. And I did it. I got it done, right? And it was great. I felt great afterwards, but I didn't want to do it in the moment. My point is, you like, if there's action you have to take, like going to the gym or overcoming your social anxiety, your fears, or like posting reels in real life, obviously maybe you guys aren't doing that, but like other fears, right? Everyone has things they don't want to do, but they need to do or would be beneficial if they did. And there's no secret to that. You just have to do it, right? You literally just have to do it. Like whatever way makes you do it, that's what you have to do, and then you have to do it, right? But there's another side to this, right? You can't just like brute force action your way through your entire life, because then your life would just be like shitty. Like like you don't, like when I'm like, for example, locking in the gym when I really have to get a session in, I don't feel like it. The place I go to in my mind isn't necessarily like the happiest place. Like I just go kind of cold and I just like lock in, right? I'm sure you guys know exactly how that feels, right? But you can't live your whole life like that. You can live like, maybe half your day or a week straight or something like that, but you can't just keep doing that because you'll just burn out, because you're not filling the furnace back up to burn more fire. And what is the fire? What is the furnace? Well, that's love. And it doesn't necessarily mean loving yourself. Obviously, you need to love yourself, and that's where everything should start from. But loving others and connecting with others and having good relationships with other people and being of service to other people, that's what I need to focus on the most if I want this whole personal brand thing to grow. Instead of worrying about, okay, I gotta make all these videos, I gotta like, get all these views, get all these followers, achieve, goal, action. I need to focus more on like, all right, I need to create a channel that helps as many people as I can. Like every time I shoot a reel, like how am I helping someone? And instead of framing it from like the view of like, oh, okay, when I make this video, I have to get views, like it has to be engaging, like I have to like get followers from this, and like being stressed out about it, I need to approach it from like, all right, I'm making this video to help people. Like how can I help people the most? And having that ambition to help others really serves you. And I didn't believe in that like for the longest time in my life until recently when I started this whole Instagram thing and also started coaching people. I hadn't really ever got that sense of like, oh wow, I'm like actually genuinely helping someone like one-to-one, because most of the jobs I worked was just like fast food, or I worked in a pub. I got it a bit in gardening. I think that's why I liked gardening. But man, coaching is like so like hands-on and like meaningful. Like you're really helping someone and you're really like engaging with one person like one-on-one and making a connection with them. I think I really like that aspect of it, and I think it really like fuels the fire. So moving forward, I need to focus more on that, because that's what gives me the motivation, it gives me the drive, and gets me in a good mood. Like I'm in a great mood right now. I just had like 3 or 4 check-in calls, and although it was just check-in call, like it's not like we were discussing anything crazy. It was just nice to connect with people and see that people are doing well and just like build those relationships. And that gave me motivation. But it gave me motivation in a nice way, in a good, fulfilling way, not in a like, oh, I need to get this thing because otherwise I'm not good enough, or like blah, 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 blah. And from this negative standpoint, it's from a positive standpoint, right? But you can't always take action from a positive standpoint or from this loving perspective, because sometimes you don't want to take action. Sometimes you have to do things, but you don't want to do them. Like sometimes you have to go to the gym, but you don't want to do it. Or you have to post a certain amount of videos for your marketing side of your business, but you don't want to do it. But guess what? You're going to have to do it. So there's two sides. There's the side that's loving and like the planning side. Okay, I'm going to create my goals this way. I'm going to like choose my mission and choose my direction in life this way. But then there's the other side of you that has to be no passion, no like feelings, and just stone cold like do it. So I think that's like the masculine and the feminine within us. I think the feminine is like the loving connection side, where you set your goals, you love yourself, you care for other people, and you like feel whole, right? But it's all good to feel whole, but you still have to get out there and like achieve things and like, build a life for yourself. And that's the masculine side. The masculine side is like, get out there, get it done, like no like thinking about it, just do it, which is fine. And if you have a good balance of both those things, then you can build perfect harmony within yourself, and you can just keep taking action, because you say, all right, shut the fuck up and take the action, right? And then you come back and you're like, okay, I love myself, like I'm gonna help people, like this is my mission, this is my purpose, I'm grounded in this sense of like fulfillment. And then bang, go out and attack again, and go out and attack again. And I think that's a great way to approach life. And I think that's a balanced way to approach life. And maybe for some of you watching this video, you're like, well, duh, like what is this guy talking about? Like, why are you even explaining this? This is obvious. Because that's what I started to realize. Like, a lot of things I make videos about, some people don't realize anything at all, and then other people think it's so obvious, right? Because we all have such different like upbringings and like personal development and like what approach we're having to life. And my whole life, I never really had this like loving side that like cared about myself and thought I was good enough. I always just had the action side, like the go, and I would just burn out, right? I would go and achieve, and I would achieve, and I would just crash down and just go straight back into my addictions, because I didn't actually care about myself. I was just taking action in the pursuit of a goal to make myself feel better. But now I can still take action, and I can still have that discipline and like go to those places I need to go to when I have to take action that I don't want to feel like taking at that time. But now it's built on a foundation of love and caring about myself and caring about other people. So I think that's the most important thing I've been learning. My motivation was dwindling this week because I had got these views, these videos that had done well, and it got me followers. And I was like, okay, I need to get more followers. And then I kind of like just going into it from the perspective of like, I need to make these videos that are going to go viral, instead of going from the perspective of like, I'm trying to build a channel that impacts people and helps other people, right? If you can base your life and your purpose and your goals in love and care for other people and care for yourself, and then you can build up from there, I think that's how you build the most sustainable and long-term mission for yourself, and the most sustainable and long-term plan for growth and development and taking action and achieving your goals. So yeah, that's what I've been learning this week. And man, like I'm really loving this, like making YouTube videos and stuff. Like, and some days I don't feel like doing it, but other days like today I feel really good, and like I feel like forcing myself to come on camera and reflect and just talk about my mindset and how I'm feeling every single day, and talk about it on reels every single day, and think about it throughout the day, because I have to make reels and I have to make YouTube videos and I have to help other people as well. I feel like it's just been really beneficial. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you're thinking about starting a personal brand or something, do it. Like I feel like this has really helped me out. Just start pursuing your goals, and pursue them from a point of self-love, that you're okay the way you are, and that it would be nice if you had these things, and then go out and take action on those things without thinking about anything, without trying to like fulfill yourself. Just take the action, and also base that all on helping other people. And I think you're going to be set up in the right direction. So yeah, if you have any questions about starting personal brands, or you're thinking of starting your own personal brand, or you watch this video and it inspired you or anything, just reach out to me on Instagram. I'll put it in the description. And yeah, if you want to work with me, if you want personal training, or you want any help with your mindset, also just DM me on Instagram. So yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.